A couple of notes before we get to our speakers. It's a very current survey. It was completed this past March to May by a young lady by the name of Erin Holm from the U of S, and we're very excited to share the findings with you here this morning. First speaker I want to call up is the governor of the Prince Albert Raiders to the Western Hockey League, Mr. Bob McDonald, who will talk about the findings of the survey. Bob?
Okay, thanks, Bruce. Your worship, ladies and gentlemen, members of the media. As the governor for Prince Albert Raiders, I represent the team on the Western Hockey League board. 3 years ago, the Saskatoon Blades made a presentation at one of the league meetings, providing information from an economic and social impact study that they and their local economic development board had commissioned for their team. Ron Robinson, the league commissioner, was impressed by the information in the study, suggested that other teams look at having a similar study done. The league has grown to 22 teams. With 2012 attendance of 3.7 million fans, it is one of the major sports leagues in our country, and as such is a major contributor to the economy.
Well, the Raiders really are Prince Albert's team, our number one attraction and our claim to fame, second only to John Diefenbaker. Prince Albert is widely known as a hockey community, and it's reflected in the caliber of the Prince Albert Raider Hockey Club and organization. I'm looking at some of the executive here, past and present. I'm looking at the coaching and administration staff. And you know, the team you put on the ice is only as good as the team off the ice. And we have a very, very strong team in Prince Albert that are, guiding our young players through their careers, developing as we speak elsewhere in this building the opportunity to take part in Canada's game and to be a very proud member of the Raider alumni. It's a quality organization. It's just not an organization. It's a quality, first-class, living, breathing, active member of our community, focused on the young men who play the game and play by the rules of the game and enrich the lives of many and are inspirational to many of our youth. So I want to congratulate the Prince Albert Raider Hockey Club for undertaking this. I think it's something that we kind of already knew, but when you put it into dollars and figures on an annual basis and you multiply that by the spin the hockey club gives to our community, you can see a commercial value. But perhaps the most important value is the spirit with which Prince Albert is enthused by the Raider Hockey Club presence in our community. A community, regardless of its size, has to have a common team to cheer for. And in Prince Albert, that's the Raiders. So I thank them greatly for the presence here historically and today and into the future. A very timely editorial this morning in the Prince Albert Daily Herald in terms of the future need for a new hockey facility in our community. I note that when this has been announced, it's been met with applause at the Prince Albert Chamber of Commerce event earlier this year, but it's certainly one that we need to focus our attention on because hockey is going to get bigger, not smaller, and we need a better facility in our community in the short run-up to that need being stronger than it is today, but something we have to work towards. So thank you to all the members of the hockey club. Remember, it all comes down to attitude, positive attitude. In Prince Albert, we can and we will. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the presentation. Thank you, Bruce.
Happy to be here this morning, I guess, to give a bit of a perspective or response to the economic study. A review of the economic and social impact study will reveal not only the huge economic benefits, but also the large social benefits and supports that the Prince Albert Raiders provide to their community. You've heard some of the details. Of course, some of these will be broken down into on the economic side. Some of the spin-offs, I guess, of course, the Prince Albert Raiders create many direct and indirect spin-offs, positive spin-offs, which greatly benefit the Prince Albert economy. Of course, some of that will come from salaries, wages earned and spent in Prince Albert, through fan attraction, whether it be tickets, Raider merchandise, concession sales, as well as other spin-offs including meals, fuel, etc. From a community perspective, the Raiders continue to provide to be strong supporters of our community with local charities and organizations. As mentioned, with over 1,200 hours of community service put into the community last year through 63 different appearances. There was some comments made as well around the positive aspects of the alumni. They continue to be and continue to contribute strong positive effects on the community of Prince Albert. Of course, that was referenced to others such as Dale McPhee, Dave Manson. From a Chamber of Commerce perspective, the economic strengths are very strong coming from the Raiders, as well as the strong positive community influence that the Raiders provide to their community of Prince Albert. The large economic benefits combined with the strong positive community presence and influence make the Prince Albert Raiders a very positive community citizen. Thank you very much.
Well, as a businessman in Prince Albert for over 50 years, having moved to Prince Albert from Montreal, where I was lucky enough to have season tickets to the Montreal Canadiens because of the company that I worked for sponsored them. And this really brings me to the subject that I want to talk about this morning. And I've always recognized that corporate sponsorship of hockey, sports, major sports, is extremely important to the community, to the business community as well, primarily. And I also want to thank the Raiders for moving ahead on that economic impact statement, which came in right about where I thought it would be. I was thinking between $5 to $7 million. Extremely important little industry in our community. And the research that I've done, we have 1,535 registered businesses in the city of Prince Albert. And out of that, we have 195 companies that are supporting the Raiders. And that's a figure of 13%. And I know that we can do a hell of a lot better than that. We really need the business community. Just when Winnipeg brought in their National Hockey League, guess what sponsored most of the season tickets was corporations. And we're not doing enough in Prince Albert to do that. And I'm prepared to offer my services to the Raiders to help organize a group of maybe senior people, not senior people, to maybe make some contact again through the Chamber of Commerce or through the business community to see if we can raise that number. 195 companies is not enough, 13% is not enough, and obviously a better standing in the league. Every time you talk to somebody, well, they better play better hockey, we better get more people in the rink, you know. That's only a portion of it. Right? This industry has to be supported largely as well by the business community, and that's a push that I think that we have to put an emphasis on this coming year. I'd just like to say that for all the years that I've been here, Raider hockey has been great entertainment, and I know with the group that they have running it right now, it's going to be great entertainment for the future, and we better get off our butts and get our business community behind it 100%. That's all I have to say. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Ab. That is it for our speakers this morning. I know the gentlemen are available for interviews with the media. Thank you very much for coming, and don't forget 1 month from today is the 12-13 season opener, and we're excited. It's going to be a very busy month with our organization, lots of stuff going on, and I'm sure we'll see you around the rink here in the next month, and 1 month from today we'll beat the Blades right behind you there. So thank you everyone for coming out.
One of those